but I gotta keep my nose clean. I know. I'll go where I'll get in the least amount of trouble. Like I'll go to a bar, man. Yeah, like DC Follies. Far out, man.
Tonight, nearly live from Washington, D.C., Sid and Molly Croft present DC Follies. Starring Fred Willard, owner of the hottest club in Washington, D.C. And very special guest star, Julia Duffy. And the magic of the Croft Puppet.
Oh, hi, I'm Fred. This is my place, DC Follies, just a stone's throw down the street from the White House. Anyway, I'm really excited because this weekend all our regulars are playing our big annual softball game. That is, just as soon as I can find my lineup card. Oh, hi, Your Excellency. Have you seen my lineup card?
Fred, I'm not all-seeing.
Oh, Fred.
Yes, Mrs. Reagan.
I'll have my usual.
Coming right up. That's a Just Say No seltzer followed by a Just Say No chaser, right? Is the president having another operation?
Oh, well, yes, he is, Fred.
What is it this time?
Oh, it's so hard to keep track.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Fred.
How are you, Mr. Reagan?
Say, do I look like FDR?
A little, dear. What operation did you just have?
I'm not sure. Let's see, it doesn't hurt to sit. It doesn't hurt to breathe. Oh, it must be a new one. Oh, boy. My usual, Fred.
You got it, sir.
Well, make it if you want, Fred, but I think you're wasting your time.
What do you mean?
Mr. President, last night's operation didn't take, sir. They need to do a little more work on your nose. Maybe they're going to put it through the shredder, sir.
I told you so, Fred.
Yes, you did, Mrs. Reagan. He's had so many things removed, he's the only man who can visit himself in the hospital. You got a drink? Tell him, Mr. President.
Man, I love baseball. Yeah, sure goes great with the national pastime.
Come on, I'll show you how a good time goes. We're going to a place where they talk Strohs. 'Cause a good time's better with a good time beer. And Strohs is spoken here.
Strohs, fire brewed for smooth, consistent taste. Now you're talking beer.
A good time's better with a good time beer. And Strohs is spoken here.
Sega challenges you with the ultimate video game. The Sega Master System, with twice as much memory
Dad?
as any other video game. Advanced video technology like scrolling backgrounds, graphics in 64 colors, digital sounds, and light phasers.
Fresh!
And you can add to the excitement with sports pads, control sticks, and the first video games ever in 3D.
Sega's the one.
The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
A lot of cough syrups contain an ingredient that has no effect on a cough, alcohol, up to 20%. New Contact Cough Formula has no alcohol and is just as effective for your cough. Now, which would you rather take? Contact.
Take a look at the next Will Shriner Show.
We'll meet the Emmy and Oscar-winning actress who recently unveiled her extraordinary autobiography, The Multi-Talented Patty Duke. And famed psychiatrist and now TV host David Viscott will tell us how to keep our relationships alive. Plus, a very funny friend of mine, Jimmy Alex, stops by, and a guy who eats flowers. Show us what's good and what's bad. Nasturtiums, lilies, pansies. That's a show, I think, isn't it?
The Will Shriner Show, Monday morning at 9 on 31.
Hey, yo, Rosie!
Oh, Beast Bernard, the wrestler? He thinks everything big is better.
Get your towel up here.
Rosie, it's big. Bigger doesn't mean it's better. Let's go, Beast. What's the matter, not fast enough? See, Bounty's faster.
Doesn't mean you're tough.
Over here, big boy. Come on, scrub, Bob. Bounty looks tougher than me, huh?
Get your arm up here.
Yo, Bernie. It's on the house.
Bounty, the tougher, quicker picker-upper.
Have you seen the suction card around here anywhere? I think there's some plastic things around the supposed to...
Jimmy, Jerry, I just snitched Fred's lineup for the DC Follies softball team.
Well, great, Dick. Same terrific double play combo as last year. Tricky to Jimmy to Whoops.
Save your wind, boys. We're riding the pine. This year, the infield is Vanna to Tammy to Fawn.
What? Women on the softball team?
Here's your drinks, gentlemen. Say, has anyone seen my lineup card? I seem to have misplaced it.
No.
Not around here.
No, not at all.
Well, let me know if it shows up, will you?
Is he gone? Let me see that card. Hand it over here.
Gentlemen,
don't believe
what
this.
seems to be the problem?
Why, it's Jesse Jackson.
What can I do for you, Jesse? A little political advice, perhaps? Hardly. I'm here about the softball team.
The softball team?
That's correct. As head of the Rainbow Coalition, I'm demanding more minorities on the DC Follies softball team.
Minorities? Are women considered minorities?
Yes, but in a minor way. I'm speaking principally of the blacks, Hispanics, Jews, gays, and a little special interest group called the Friends of Jesse Jackson. Take a gander at this lineup card, Jesse. What? There's nothing but chicks on this team. That does it. I gotta get to the bottom of this, because I am somebody. Oh, this is neat. I'm going to have Camp Weinberger order about 50,000 of these and ship them down to the Contras for use in rough terrain. Wow, they'll be neat. Whoa, Bonzo. Whoa, Flapjack. Down, boy. Easy there, partner.
Okay, darling. Into the bed with you.
All right.
Oh, my Lord.
What?
There's another patient in the room. The whole hospital is cordoned off for your safety, and you have to share a room.
Well, yes, dear. The insurance policy for the Screen Actors Guild only covers a semi-private room.
Well, he's just going to have to tone it down. Michael Jackson.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Reagan. Mr. Reagan.
Michael, what are you doing here?
Beats me. I asked for a room with the remains of the Elephant Man, and they said that the president was as close as I could get.
Well, I'm going to have to talk with the hospital administrator right now.
Mommy, will you bring back my Star Wars playset for me?
My goodness, Julia Duffy of Newhart. I'm so pleased to see
Will
you.
you please shut up?
Oh, certainly, Miss Duffy.
And don't call me Miss Duffy.
All right, Julia.
And don't call me Julia.
Well, there's not much left. How about Ed?
Ed's fine. Fred, I need a favor.
Well, certainly, Ed. Just name it.
I've landed a part that really shows I can act. It's a waitress, so I'd like to practice here, you know, absorb what it's really like.
Well, certainly, no problem. But, you know, waitressing isn't very hard to learn.
Oh, my character is very complicated. She's a very tall, poor Southern girl who still has her accent.
Well, that certainly does sound complicated,
And
Ed.
she's a split personality. One is an old black blues singer named Blind Lemon Pledge, and the other is the Queen of England.
Oh, you play 2 women and a man. Uh-huh. Well, I certainly see where you might need some practice.
I'm glad.
You might as well get started right now, if it's okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Why don't you take their order?
Hey, don't tell me what to do. I don't really work for you.
Sensational.
Hi, y'all. Can I get you something?
Interesting accent you have there. Where are you from?
Georgia.
Well, pleased to meet you. My name is Vanna White.
Why don't you wipe that smile off your face? You're making us all sick.
Well, I never.
I'm so sorry. I get these headaches, and what I meant to say is... Cha-cha-cha. The blues is all you got. Which, of course, is quite strange for a queen.
Strange is the right word.
Why don't you stop being so sarcastic? You're making us all sick.
You're very nasty.
I am so sorry. Now, can I take your order, or would you rather we just get down?
I, for one, would rather get out.
Me too. I have a wheel to spin. I'm getting out of here. I've never seen such a thing in my whole life.
Well, now, don't go telling the Enquirer we got into a fist fight. I quit. I quit. Well, thank you, Fred. That was a big help.
Well, so were you. By clearing off that table, you sure cut down on my workload.
Well, I'll just be going now. Oh, one more thing. Could you send my paycheck to my agent?
To your agent, certainly.
And there is paid vacation.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to have been of service. You know, it's experiences like that that make me realize why I became a bartender. Yes, miss, can I help you?
Yes, I'll have something very ladylike. Or perhaps a spritzer or a mimosa, yeah.
President Nixon, is that you?
Act like you don't know me, Fred. I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
I'm Richard Nixon.
Well, not technically. I'm in the process of becoming Rene Richard Nixon.
Rene Richard? Wait a minute, Mr. Nixon. You're not telling me you're getting an operation?
Well, not yet. I'm testing the water, so to speak. Yes.
Wait a minute. You mean if you were a woman?
I could have another term in the White House, Freddie. I know I can't seek office as Richard Nixon, but as Rene Richard Nixon.
Richard, do you really believe that you could earn a spot on the ticket as a woman?
Oh, all right. I don't care about the presidency. All I want to do is make the damn softball team.
Oh, so that's it. Oh, I am so tired of hearing about that. No, I don't want to talk about... I'm not going to talk about that anymore.
That's no way to treat a lady.
The lineup is made out.
Hey, coming through, man. Whoa. Humongous dude, man. Hey, watch where you're going, bud.
I beg your pardon, my son.
Hey, don't call me son, man. You're not my father.
Thank God.
Oh, so you think you're funny, Pops?
Wait, don't you know who I am?
Hey, man, you're history. That's who you are, bud. Whoa!
He's okay. Just a little knock on the head.
That's a shame. I was looking forward to reading him his last rites.
Joe. Good thing this lieutenant colonel brought his tiger cage back from Nam.
Let me give you a hand with that.
Right up there. Shipped a lot of tow missiles in this thing.
Oh, quick, he's coming too.
Get him in here. Wait, I know an arm lock.
Yeah, there you do it. Get him in.
That should do it. Push now, push. That ought to fix it.
Oh,
hey, let me out of this thing, man. When I get out, you're dead meat, dude.
I went to my dentist with the worst pain. He told me about a different medicine. It's in these little yellow pills. Nuprin. Works so well on that pain, no wonder it's great on my awful headaches.
Nuprin. It's not aspirin, not Tylenol. It's ibuprofen. So effective, 2 Nuprin stop headaches better than extra-strength Tylenol.
And Nuprin's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
It even worked on my worst pain.
U.S. ski team member Felix McGrath talks about Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine.
It's such a relief to be able to go out on the hill and to not have to worry about a runny nose, being congested, having aches and pains.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine really works.
Every day I miss training is taking away a level of performance. As an athlete, it's very easy to go over the edge. You're always on the edge of getting sick.
Alka-Seltzer Plus, fast, effective relief for tough winter colds.
It's the first time I've ever found anything that actually worked for me.
New Center 31 takes you along on a special assignment.
Your tax dollars are going to buy these homes in Southtown, but where are the families going? They're moving to other houses, bought with hundreds of thousands of dollars in state and city money. We'll show you how much is being spent to move families out in hopes of moving new business in.
Jay Schatz takes you along on a special assignment Tuesday at 10 on New Center 31.
How do you start off the week on the right foot?
Is that a real question?
You bet it is.
Right foot in, you put your right foot out.
Do the hokey pokey with Richard Simmons and Lynn Redgrave. Rub elbows with the rich and famous Robin Leach, Florence Henderson, and the mouth that roared, Jim J. Bullock.
What a surprise, it's me. Don't get nervous, this could be the end of your career.
Let the fun begin with the new Hollywood Squares.
Monday at 6:30 on 31.
The very little.
This is what it's like to be functionally illiterate. Unable to read a job application, a street sign, or a bedtime story to a child. There are 27 million Americans like this. 27 million.
And
we could help them, but we need your help. Call the Coalition for Literacy at this number and volunteer. The only degree you need is a degree of caring.
I think I can. I think I can.
Only if he's exposing a crooked softball manager.
Guys. You're a roll, Jerry. Oh, yeah. Oops. Sorry.
The ball's supposed to go out of the park, Jerry, not the dice.
Well, now for another Geraldo expose.
We're about to break into the most notorious illegal gambling establishment in this country, or any other country, or any planet, or any universe for that matter. How are we doing? Almost through. This is it.
It's going.
Here's one trying to escape. No such luck. Wait a minute. This is bigger than I thought. Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford.
Yes?
Richard Nixon. Ex-presidents in the den of iniquity.
You chump, you're in the wrong place. This is just a neighborhood bar.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are dice used for, pal? And this stuff. Betting on sporting events. But enough of your fancy talk. Let's see what else we can find. Who the heck is this?
Hold on. Geraldo, you're making a terrible mistake.
You're the one who's made the mistake, buddy. And folks, look at this. We have a prime minister, a princess, selling their favors to these gamblers. And look at this, an abused laboratory monkey. The Pope, God's in on it. Only in America can a Hispanic, well, a minimally Hispanic boy who, when he was very young, his mother came into the room. She said that I couldn't have a pony, a little pony of my own. And I didn't understand that. I still...
It's too big for him. He's starting to lose it.
The boy needs a pony.
There, Geraldo. Everything's going to be all right. Ollie, give me a hand here. Let's put him in the cage until he calms down. Everything's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. You're going to do a lot of exposés in your lifetime. Easy. Come on, relax. It's going to be all right. Just relax.
These guys are a bigger prize.
It's a bit of a squeeze. There you go.
There they are, Fred, the bad and the ugly.
What are you looking at, dude? Sean Penn. Where's the camera? Oh, over there. Ladies and gentlemen, I am undercover in the largest maximum security facility in the country. No, the world. No, the universe.
What are you in for, Mike?
Well, sir, I was on the last leg of my Asian tour when I felt a nose job coming on.
Say, that's a coincidence. Me, too. Is yours in serious condition?
Well, actually, sir, it's for a nose reduction.
If your nose was any smaller, it'd be a gill.
Well, it's still too big. I read that Morgan Fairchild's nose is 21 millimeters smaller than mine, but not for long.
Well, a little vanity is okay, as long as you have your head screwed on straight.
Well, it is now, but it wasn't before my operation. I had a visitation with the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Ramses II, and The amazing thing is that
I have to
told me I
go to
was really
sleep
guy
now,
who was.
Michael.
And I still have to. I just went on.
Okay, guys, it's time to take the field. Now, just one thing. Pat Schroeder has dropped out, so we need a catcher.
Pick me, Fred. Pick me, please.
All right, Your Holiness, you're the man.
Okay, Freddie. It's almost game time. The joke's over. Where am I playing?
Look, I told you, Mr. Nixon, everybody's going to play, but everyone can't start.
Oh, yeah? Well, Jesse Jackson and my Rainbow Coalition will just have to put a stop to your bigotry. Jesse, my man, I'm glad you're here. Now, we're going to have to fight Fred on this, you and me, side by side.
Well, not exactly side by side. I'll be over at third base.
Traitor, you'll see, Freddie. I'll get into that game and win it single-handedly. I shall overcome.
I'm sure you shall, sir. Now, listen up, everybody. President Reagan wants to talk to us just before we play the game this afternoon. He's going to address us via satellite from his hospital room on the TV. So let's watch.
All right.
Hi, Fred. Hi, Follies, folks. Hi, Rock.
Rock?
I'm not afraid, Rock. I mean, what's so tough about an operation?
Who the heck's this Rock he keeps talking to?
I'm not so sure, but he may mean Newt Rockney, the old Notre Dame football coach. You know, he played the Gipper in that movie.
Oh, yeah, and he's finally remembering his lines.
Someday when the team is up against it, and the breaks are beating the boys.
The broads, Ronnie, the broads.
Ask them to go in there with all they've got. Win just one for the Gipper. I don't know where I'll be then, but I'll know about it, and I'll be happy.
It's only a nose, Mr. President.
I know that, Keith. Oh, look, everybody, it's Keith Jackson.
Michael, sir. It's Michael Jackson.
Michael, of course. I was thinking of one of your brothers. Anyway, Follies, I want you to go out there and win that game.
Hershey's, one of the all-time greats.
Have you tasted the lighter slice of America? Wonder Light is just 40 calories a full-size slice.
Lucky dog. Even when we go camping, I get Lucky Dog brand dog food from Purina. I get the crunchy and the meaty.
What was that?
Oh boy, a sing-along.
Think your dog a lucky dog today.
Tonight on My Sister Sam, Jack and Sam's romance hits a little snag.
Jack and I used to live together.
Then on Everything's Relative,
Do you believe in miracles?
will a hot stock tip lead to riches or ruin? And on Legwork, a murder investigation draws Claire into the mob's dangerous inner circle.
Call me wild and crazy.
And this week on West 57th, U2, the rock supergroup that's using their music to preach for peace. That's West 57th, tonight.
Look at him. He's just a growing boy.
He threw the little miserless girl off the roof.
He never has known his own string. He didn't watch the People's Court. You didn't watch the People's Court?
The People's Court, weekdays at 5 on 31.
Missing it would be unforgivable.
You monster.
This week on Our Magazine,
It is fantasy, and it is for adults.
a candid interview with the husband of a porno star.
I would not want to go back to the United Methodist Church.
The controversial suspension of a lesbian pastor.
How soon after the divorce did he remarry?
Oh, within 2 or 3 months.
Plus, coping with rekindled emotions when your ex-spouse remarries.
You're not alone in this and all these kinds of crazy feelings that you're feeling.
All this week on Our Magazine.
Monday at 4 on 31.
Don't let the magic pass you by. Don't
look at this. Don't anybody move. I'll be right back.
Think you've finally done it.
All right, everybody. Smile.
Don't let life's magic moments pass you by. From the Mormons, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I couldn't tell where the mound stopped and you started. Watch it.
21-1. And you don't put me in till it's 15-0.
And what happens when I put you in? You get ejected from the game for scuffing the ball with your 5 o'clock shadow.
There's nothing illegal about that.
Tough loss, gentlemen. Remember the words of Winston Churchill. This could be our
Oh,
final...
stuff it, Maggie.
I'm sure it took quite a team to beat you. Wasn't it a little league team?
You're asking for it, Maggie.
Hey, we had a good time anyway, didn't we, guys? After all, that's all that counts. It's not whether you win or lose.
Yeah, it's whether or not you start.
Mr. Reagan, Mr. Jackson.
Hi, Fred. Come on in.
Oh, I'll come back some other time. I see you're wrapped up in something.
No, get over here.
I'm just kidding around. Well, the big day is finally here, eh?
That's right. The bandages come off today.
Hey, would you like to do the honors, Fred?
Yeah.
What, you mean,
Remove the bandages.
That's right.
Oh, you wouldn't mind?
No, of course
Well,
not.
this is indeed an honor. I'd be flattered, of course. Let's see, how do these things go?
Well,
Oh, that's not it. Let's give it another try. Okay. All right, gentlemen, here we go.
Okay. Whoa. This is better than the Dumbo ride, huh, Michael?
Ah, the moment is here. Let's take a look at your new noses.
All right. Huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Good, huh?
There's been a little mix-up, guys.
Little mix-up? What do you mean?
They switched noses on you, sir.
Switch they what?
Well, it's...
Let me see this.
Nothing that can't be fixed, Mr. Reagan, I assure you.
Wait a minute. That's not bad.
Reagan is smaller than Morgan Fairchild.
But this one's a keeper. I like that. Oh, you have nothing to worry about, Michael. I guarantee with that old hooter, you'll be back in here inside of a month.
Really?
I'm telling you the truth, Michael. You can take that to the bank.
That's right.
Sorry, wrong hand, Dad.
Sean Penn, what happened?
I guess I just pushed the boat too far, man.
You know, I pushed the boat once.
Is that right? Is that in real life or in a movie?
You know, I can never remember.
Oh, go to the doctor. I have a nose to pick with him.
He'll be back shortly.
You know, I remember I played a doctor back in 1943.
You've heard about everything, haven't you?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, you know, Jack Warner came to me and said, what haven't you played? Emil? Well, Jack, I think he's a little bit before your time, but you should know about him.
Have you ever seen any of his movies?
No, never.
Eureka's Mini-Mite